You're good.
Get us right. Yeah, I ain't gonna play something this time.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the 804 podcast. I'm Nick.
Jesse.
Alex.
Today we have Mr. Keezy here.
Yeah.
The one and only. The one and only.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
Speaking of ones and we're good. Yeah, my fault. Yeah, but speaking of ones and only, Al, because they, the fans been on us. They, we ain't been getting this number and everything, right?
Yeah.
So they say I ain't been on your head top. So how many episodes we been doing?
I want to say
You just asked us behind camera how long we been doing this, right?
Yeah.
About 2 months. Right. 3 trimesters. Yeah,
something like that.
Right.
I want to say niggas have been doing this for 139 episodes. That's what I want to say.
And I want to say you're correct.
Yeah. All right.
I got you. Right. Didn't want to didn't want to
Definitely going to
My brother.
Alright, big bet. Keezy, what we do here, every week we have a quote of the week or quote of the day. So, and it could be anything. We usually like letting the guests do it this season. So, like anything you live by, it could be a lyric that you've done before. It could be something deep, not deep. It don't matter. So, you got a quote of the day for us.
A quarter of the
Something
day.
that we can get started off with. It ain't gotta be super, motive. Just something that,
Nah, it's a quote. My pops tip me.
Yes, sir.
A pair of lips to tell you anything.
Say it one more time. I don't think they heard. I don't think a pair of lips in the back didn't hear you. Okay, my nigga. I hope that arm strength right. Yeah. One more time. Hold on.
Nah, he said a pair of lips to tell you anything.
Alright, what we usually do on the show is we don't let just people say the quote without, saying the meaning behind it. So real quick, I guess, what did you always take that as?
People
say
say one thing, but you know what I'm saying? Don't listen to what everybody say. Everything coming out somebody's mouth isn't always true. Basically, that's what it is.
Facts. Just a pair of lips. Right, yeah.
Facts.
Right, yeah. Never trust a big button. A big button to smile. Right, yeah. That girl is right, yeah. So, same thing. Alright, I guess we can get things rolling then. Anything else?
I'm going to let y'all start the questions off.
Alright, let's say how you want to start off. I ain't gonna jump in.
No, you good. Go ahead.
Alright, I'd say, I get right to the, the critical stuff. What's the hardest part about, maintaining your career? The hardest part to you, about, everything.
Musically?
Well, I just say your career-wise, because one can say making music is easy, but I'd say, career,
Career-wise, it's just maintaining what you're trying to do and pretty much staying focused. That's the biggest thing. You gotta stay focused. Gotcha. That's anything you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay focused. Whether you feel like it or whether you don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta handle your business.
I got one for you. And, of course, this is more for the people who don't know, which I don't know who doesn't know. But what is it that you exactly do that you would say?
I do tons of things.
Yeah, you can.
Talk.
The ones that you most prevalently do.
Give us the rundown.
Well, it just depends on who know me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I'm known by. Some people know me by the music. Some people know me just by knowing me on the streets. Some people know me growing up with me. Some people know me for making money.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main thing.
Thanks.
Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing that people know you for?
It comes with its perks and then it comes with its problems. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Of course, that's what anything.
Yeah,
of course.
Pros and cons.
What's the shortest time it's ever taken you to write a song?
A couple of hours or something. I don't know. I don't really write. You know what I'm saying? We go in there, we just go. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like to sit. I did at first, when I first started and stuff like that. But then, I don't know, I done been in the studio where it's I'll spend time in the studio or something I wrote and that shit trash. So it's just you can spend hours or you can spend 15 minutes, don't matter how long you spend, but it's I have 3-4 songs and then I record them. I think they sound sweet on the beat. I'm over here oh yeah, that sounds sweet. Then you get in the booth, you actually hear it, and it's no, that's trash. Nah, for real. So it's just I just be man, I ain't gonna spend my time doing this or doing that. If I need to fix a song, I need to say something more important. I think I'm BSing on the song, I do better on it. But as far as going in there, I'm not writing no more. I'm just straight off the top. And sometimes it come off better that way. And if you come up with something hard and it came off the top, it make the song even sweeter. It add to it. You're like, damn, he ain't even write that? God, you know what I'm saying? So it add to it.
No, I ain't write that. Right,
Yeah.
Have you ever had someone tell you, Keezy, that shit was trash, I need you to get back in the studio and do that over?
All the time, yeah. Like all my peoples and stuff like that. I like that. Like I like people telling me like I love constructive criticism.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it make you better. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta listen to everything somebody say, but you know what I'm saying? It's always some truth in what they say. Take what you need. You can always improve as a person.
There's usually people in the studio with you, or
I mean, I'll send it out to my friends, send it out to my sister. I mean, sometimes they be like, "Oh yeah, this hard." And sometimes they be like, "That ain't it." You know what I'm saying?
Why you send that to my phone?
Yeah.
I don't
This you?
I didn't need this shit. Chill.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. I'd say describe like your process, I guess, working with or I'd say how many producers have you worked with, you say?
Producers in general, or you talking about like
I say for like music producers, like
just music producers in general. I don't know, like a handful.
Because I was going to say, like, what's your, like, do you have a different approach with each one of them, or like a different, like, chemistry with one, you could say? Or...
Nah, I'm telling them all, send me some hard shit so I can get on it.
Right,
Don't bullshit me like,
Yes.
you know. The difference is, though, when you're dealing with underdog producers versus industry producers, it's two different things.
Sure.
And then you got the middle people, like, I'm not the underdog, but I kind of, like, got a song with a couple of celebrities, but I ain't that status yet.
Right.
So it's like three different types of producers that you deal with, you know what I'm saying?
It's actually a good perspective. Yeah. Because you would think all of it, like,
Yeah,
whoever
so
got the hottest beat, you would think,
Yeah.
like, nah, apparently there's.
So
Right.
like,
Classic.
I'll break it down like this. So like, you got the top celebrity person or whatever like that. You tell them to send you something. They not sending you a bunch of them. They just sending you 9 times out of 10. Well, what I've seen, they send you one beat. You like it, you don't. I mean, of course it's been hard though. They said it's been. I ain't never had nobody send me some beat, but it's just like, what if it's not though? You know what I'm saying? I want to get a variety. I might not be feeling it. So that's like dealing with them, and then they always want you to like. I feel like top producers, if you ain't got that name behind you, they gonna send you throwaway beats. Like they'll make some trash. Just like in an instant, like kind of way to put it in perspective. It's like you an artist and you famous, and then somebody they want to do a song with you, do a feature with you, and then you like you go in your old song like your friends that they said that shit ass, and you sit there like you like here,
go to the notes,
when you go to the notes, pull up some old shit, you send it to them, and then you like. So I feel like producers, big name producers, sometimes they try to play you and say they good beats for the A-list, B-list celebrities and shit. I don't like that. Cause sometimes I be like, bro, you made this hard shit for this person, but then you sent me a couple of beats and all these shit's ass.
Yeah.
So
Right. You never know what I could do with it too. You never know what the artist could do with it. Yeah, so for sure.
And that's true. So that's why I don't.
Right. Yeah. Like you never know what the finished product could be.
Yeah. Maybe it ain't for me. Maybe it might be for another artist and stuff. And I done had plenty of beats like that where it's been not on for me, and then I hear somebody else one. I be like, damn, they killed that shit.
New Tory Lane song, right? Yeah, and be like, but that was my goddamn. Right, yeah, right.
I want to talk to Tory right now.
Right. Nah, we love you, Tory. Right, yeah.
Come on the show. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's something that you would tell an up-and-coming artist to look out for in the music industry?
In the music industry?
Yeah.
Everybody is about money in the music industry.
Business.
If you want to be in the music industry, like artist-wise, you gotta have money. It's not free. You know what I'm saying? The more you put into your career or your rap or your artist, whatever you're trying to do, the more you try to put into it, the better your results gonna be. The better your views gonna be. The better everything. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
So that's the main thing I would tell them. You know what I'm saying? Just know what you're getting into. Cause you can play around it. You gotta know what you're trying to. As a matter of fact, I would tell them know what you want to do. Cause some people want to be artists and they just want to make stuff just for their friends. You know what I'm saying? Make stuff to just listen to. Other people really want to make it to that level. So you gotta know what you're gonna do, and you can't just not put the time and quality in it, and then want the big results.
I'm gonna be mean at that, but I mean, I ain't trying to get up off the couch for real. For real. I'm just trying to chill.
You don't want to work out. You don't want to do nothing.
Don't worry
else,
about
so
it. Yeah, okay.
You gotta put the work in. You gotta put the investment in. You know, even with a business, you know, on business terms, because that's what it is. Being an artist is your own business, basically, in a way.
I'd ask, kind of going off of your quote of the day, honestly, with the lips to tell you anything. I'd say, have you dealt with any like fake things kind of in the industry, or like somebody with like, could you give us maybe like a story, maybe, or like not with no names, obviously,
or you can say names. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Out with all the smoke. But like a situation like maybe that most rappers that go through, or most artists go through, that you can just like,
One thing is, when you in this shit, bro, you gonna take L's, man. You gonna take a lot of L's. So I got a lot of stories, bro, but it's like, if I say it, I ain't even trying to talk about it.
Yeah.
But I done been in some situations where it's like, it's been blackball, or, you know, somebody claim they rocking with you, or they'll get around like industry people and then they'll switch up. Like, they act one way with you, but then they get around industry people and they switch up. Like,
I'm
telling you, bro.
Yeah. Open your eyes to a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, I see how it is now. Yeah.
You can be rocking with people for years, and they get around industry people, and it's.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You see how that? You see how you should have never gave these niggas money. Yeah. You see how they act? You see how they get. But no, honestly, and hopefully, just keep your head straight, honest, like you were saying in the beginning. So,
I got one. Yeah. How do you stay grounded when you start to reach some success in general? I would say.
I mean, you know, that like you talking about in general. Or you talking about like music.
Well, I guess like when you reach a certain level of success. In general.
How do you stay grounded being in general? Like you just
like people think you famous and everything, or treating you a different way.
You just gotta remember where you came from. Don't ever forget where you came from or how you started off. No matter how much success you got, no matter how much money you got, no matter, it doesn't matter. You still. I ain't saying you gotta be the same person. Everybody grows as a person, but you still gotta be grounded and know like this is where I came from. This is how I was raised. You know, this is my morals. This is how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? Just because I got this or I got that, don't make me different from the next person. That's how really you got it. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Look yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, that's deep. That's deep. Because I feel like, like if the world's saying a lot of things and the people around you are saying a lot of things, it gets tough. Because there's like
I'm the shit.
And what we notice is people will tell you like, no, you should be saying like, no, go ahead.
All right, fuck it. I'm going to stick to my morals.
And then it's over, right? And then he's gone, right? Yeah. Like, what happened to that? Nah, he's somewhere else now. Right? Yeah, he switched up. Right. Bro ain't been to Egypt yet. Right. I'm sorry, HBO answers, man. But nah, that's nah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't see that. Hopefully we do.
Yeah.
Pros and cons.
Is there? Give me a beat that you've listened to throughout your entire life. Out of all the songs you've listened to, that you wish you would have had right now. Any beat.
I guess at any time.
Any beat. I wish I would have had.
Like this song never existed. But for some reason,
like if I could steal a song?
If you could steal a beat from any song.
Oh, steal a beat from any song.
Great. Just jack the beat. Right, yeah, just Lil Wayne and no second.
So nobody ever heard it or nothing.
Like if someone gave you the Amelie beat.
Oh, so you saying in that
Just
reference?
any beat, yeah. So you can take a Biggie beat, you can
times change, things happen and all that. So it's like what I would have thought 2 years ago or last year is completely different from now. But right now, what was it? It was a Gucci Mane song, but it was about his wife. I don't remember what it was. I think it's like Mrs. Davis or something like that. And I mean, of course, he rapping about his wife and shit. That shit cool, but the beat. I mean, it sounded like he had a whole damn band in that bitch making that shit. Like that was like the hardest beat I've ever heard. If y'all ever get a chance, go pull that joint up and just listen to the beat.
Check it out.
Like it's tough. So I just like stuff like that. I like instruments. I like hearing stuff like that. Like not like I love. Of course, everybody listens to the computer and the 808s and stuff like that. But I also like hearing those flutes and those violins and stuff like that. Like when you hear that and you can like
damn near a live band.
Yeah. I was in Miami a couple of 2 months ago, and what made me like that beat, I always liked the beat. I thought it was hard, but it got the flute, the violin, and all that shit in there. And then it was a dude. So I had just woke up in the morning, and I'm looking down at the view and shit, and it's a dude on a yacht. Mm-hmm. And he got the speakers blasting. He's on a yacht at the top, like performing with the yacht. He going with the yacht, but he's going on top of the beat, like doing the beat, so you can hear like he's playing that part of the beat where the violin. I was like, what the fuck? Like that shit hard. So when I heard that, I was like, oh yeah, this is the hardest beat, because I can only imagine when they actually created it, how hard it was. Like
in the
moment. So it was like, just to see that, it just gave me a glimpse of it. Yeah, that's probably the hardest beat. Mr. Davis by Gucci Mane.
What's the beat that you heard that you said, why would you even send me this? This shit is awful.
Oh, I get shit like that all the time. I just was telling y'all, like, I even be working with big producers and stuff. Underdogs, I don't really care about them sending me trash beats and nothing like that, because I mean they not famous, so it's like you know what to expect. Every beat ain't gonna be sweet, so I'm not tripping on it. But as a matter of fact, I get more trash beats from famous producers than I do underdog producers. Like I done got plenty of packs and from famous people, and then that shit be like. And then I get a pack from somebody who charging 10% of what they want, and it'd be like 10 times harder.
For sure, man. Saving money.
Yeah, it's saving money, and it's like
and product.
Yeah, so it saved money, but it just be like, man, let's go back to that thing I was saying. I feel like they be sending throwaways. I'm like, how you got this, or you get a song with this, and it sound like this, but you sending me this. So it'd be mainly with the big names.
The math ain't math.
Yeah, the math.
Yeah. What them numbers?
That's like you said, the dude that made $1 million. Imagine if you ask him for a beat and he sends some trash. You be like,
especially at that time.
Yeah, like bro, you just made this, and you gonna send me that shit.
I got you, bro.
As the beat, and you do.
That would be that. Right. Hey, send that joint again. Right. Send that joint again. Right.
That's why. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they really just be from them, honestly.
To break the, I really thought you ripped that, bro, man.
Oh no!
I know we richer out here today, but you didn't be ripping dollars out. God damn, we
no.
ripping the George Washingtons, nigga. We need those too. Right. Niggas gotta eat.
Good boy.
I'll break the fourth wall a little bit. Obviously, you know me and Al from way
diapers. No, I'm
like, hopefully not. But so like even school days. So I remember there's times where I remember you even writing stuff in class. Long story short, but going back to that, I'll just say, when did like music become important to you? Because clearly it hit you at a young age, but like it might even be before us.
Well, through the years, I always like played a different instrument or dabbed into an instrument or something like that. But as far as like rapping and all that shit, it came up. It really was. I tell the story all the time, but it really was a joke in high school. That's how it started. Like we was all in high school sitting at the lunch table.
Yes, sir.
It was all like it's me and a group of dudes. We was all like, bro, we gonna make a song. And we was like, shit, we gonna make a song. And everybody was saying they gonna make a song. Mm-hmm. And then the only people that was serious about what everybody was talking about, let's find somebody. We're gonna book a session. We're gonna make a song. Mm-hmm. We're gonna rap. It's senior year.
I think I know what it is. Yeah.
Senior year in high school. So then it was like, we did that shit. And then none of them, like, it was like 10 of us. Only 2 people, which me and my dog.
Blue Baby.
Being trapping shit, 40 with the dick, call it extended clip. Pull up, spray your shit, pull up and run your shit. Yo, shorty suck your dick, and I kick your shit. You know I'm about my bricks, stacking super flip. You niggas is a trip, you niggas need to dip. Bout to hit a leg, you niggas counterfeit. You niggas broke as shit. Pull up on your bitch, hit her with the dick, then fuck fuck a friend.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That shit was hard. I ain't gonna
So
lie.
then we
A
the
hood,
verse.
a hood classic.
A hood classic.
Certified. I wish I had
Well, it ain't a little bit. Yeah.
Nah, like
that button. Oh my god, but no, it definitely was. It was.
Yeah.
Oh
Nah, it
man,
was.
2016, boy.
2016.
Oh my god.
That shit was, yeah.
Like as some like young high school people like just graduating, bro, it was some turn shit. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah. And then y'all had the video too. Like I remember watching this shit.
Oh boy. Go ahead.
No, that's pretty much how it happened. So we said we were gonna do it. It was me and my dog Marco, and literally from my house, no, from his house, I picked him up from his house to the studio. We literally wrote it, and that's like 5 minutes apart. Like it was literally 5 minutes. So we and I came up with I didn't come up with the verse. I just had the hook. I just had the blue faces part.
Yeah.
And then we hopped in the booth, and then that was my first time hearing myself with the blue faces hook.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, damn, that bitch hard. Like
Yeah.
that bitch hard. So I was like, all right, cool. So then we started. I did the hook. Then I came up with a verse while we was there. And then I wrote the verse actually. I wrote the verse and I wrote the hook. I was driving, I wrote the hook. But
we do not condone.
Yeah, I don't
seeing
condone
right?
that shit,
Yeah.
but I was driving, I wrote the hook. I was playing it on my
Unless
off
it's
board.
certified.
Yeah, unless it's certified. Unless you get there.
So like,
And don't hit nobody. Yeah.
So we doing that, and then at this time, like at the studio, at that time, like because weed and everything wasn't legal, so we had to like smoke and stuff like that before we got there. So it was like we got turned up and stuff.
Yeah.
Heard the beat. We was in the car, and then when we pulled up, we had a gist of what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Hopped in the booth, made the song, turned out great. Then after that, I was like school, college shit. Then like freshman year of college, I told him he need to come back because he was at ODU, I was at State, and then he was like, and you need to come back on the weekend. We're gonna shoot a video. So then we got the models, told everybody to come out, and then we got the cars out there, and then we shot in the neighborhood and we did it. And it was so turned up, the police came.
Of course.
They called the police and stuff like that, and then it was like, oh, they throwing money in the ground. So then, but it was prop. But they was like,
oh yeah, because y'all was in the middle of the cul-de-sac.
Yeah, I was in the cul-de-sac.
So Chesterfield talking.
So we my dog.
The Iron Bridge over here, like doing this.
So we
good
wanted,
times.
and then the director and stuff. We wanted to do it like in the hood and stuff, but then they didn't want the director, and then like of course models and stuff like that. They don't want to be in the hood, so I was like, all right, fuck it. So we went to.
Right.
I mean, it was a decent neighborhood. We went there, we shot it, and then it was just like, it was up from there. But they called the police, and people standing outside. They like the whole cul-de-sac.
Of course.
People of houses, they was outside their door. They was looking like, because from a distance you see little 16, 17, or 17, 18-year-old kids. They throw money in there. They drive
money like it's 90s, man.
He had the camera like, I didn't go.
Little Jimmy, go back inside. Little Jimmy, go back inside. Cover your eyes, little Jimmy. Cover your eyes. Blue faces.
It was a movie. So when we shot that, and I seen how it came out and how everybody was there, how turned up it was, and how people was there, like it was the whole thing.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the whole aspect of it. I was like, yeah, I'm ready to be a rapper for real.
Yeah, that's just I got one question.
Yeah.
So what's the biggest misconception, I guess on the artist side of a music video, of like shooting a music video? Biggest misconception here.
I think production is everything. Like, I feel like that's just, it's not, like what you said, and then also going along with just like your craft or your mic or anything you're doing is just like that whole production is everything. The way you look,
Yeah.
is everything. You know what I'm saying? You can shoot a video on a $50 camera, but you gonna get $50 results. You see what I'm saying? So it's, you just gotta do what you can do. I ain't saying go out there and break the bank, but at the same time, production is everything. So you're gonna get what you put in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to the craft and stuff like that. Production, like everything that you're doing with your craft, you gotta make sure you're trying to do the best of the best or the best that you can. You know what I'm saying? Even if it ain't me, okay, I gotta do this, but this is the best that I can do right now, so I'm gonna do the best that I can do. You know what I'm saying? Always make sure in your craft you're doing the best that you can do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But always have improvement. Don't say I'm doing the best that I can do, so the hell with it. No, I need to improve still. Like I need to go get better and better and better. You know what I'm saying? And every the biggest like misconception really is like everybody think as an artist like you shoot a video and then it's just gonna blow like that. Like you just snap a finger, like I'm gonna shoot a video, I'm gonna record a song, shoot a video, and I'm blowing. I'm
and I'm up. Yeah.
How many house baby? Yeah. We out of here. Man.
But then it's like, and then they think that celebrities, when they get famous, they just, of course, every year you got that one artist that made that one song where they pop. Of course, it's always every year, you know what I'm saying? But the majority of artists that get that following, they've been rapping about 5 to 9 years before they even really get in there, get their foot in there, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, those two things, pretty much what I said, ties into that.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna give you something to think about real quick, Keezy. All right, so make a song. You could have any 3 artists, locally or just out there right now. Who would it be? They said, Keezy, we will give you this free verse right here.
Nick, Jesse, Alex.
Free verse?
A free verse.
A free verse?
Besides us 3.
But
look, I love the city, bro. I love the city, but it definitely won't be nobody from the city, no offense. I'm sorry.
So just anybody out there.
3 free verses?
3 free verses. Or they say, all you have to do is pay us $100.
I feel you on that one, Keezy. A free verse
Pay-
or $100
or
verse.
$100.
Anybody? That's easy.
I'm gonna tell you right now, because I'm a businessman too at the same time, so I gotta think both sides.
You gotta recoup.
Lil Baby,
All right.
I'm on the track. We on the track.
Billboard.
Gucci Man.
Billboard.
Just cause I know it'll chart. I might not go number 1, but it's gonna chart.
Billboard. You in there?
And you know, I don't do too much singing on the track or anything like that, but Drake. Hey, I already said Drake.
Do the dizzle dance.
I'm a multi-millionaire with that one song.
10 straight weeks to number 1.
Number 1.
All you hear on the radio, like, God, dude, you play that Keezy song again, bro. Yeah, bro. Until like, right, you got him rocking out. I was supposed to stop playing that song. I can't, bro. I can't. You got Drake, Gucci, and I can't learn. I'm like, hey, but you right though. Bro, that is gonna be banger.
Now
That's
back to
banger.
it.
Here we go.
Any old beat you want. Any beat that you could think of from any song on that specific track.
I wouldn't use that Gucci.
Oh, okay. Switch it up a little bit.
I would, because they all ain't gonna sound right on that song. So
who producing it? How about that? That's a better way to say it. Like, who producing it? Big name producer. Who producing it?
Who would produce that beat?
Small producer. Kanye West. No, that
That
wouldn't be
probably would be just because I want to go. No. I'm gonna do probably 808 Mafia if I'm just on some like I want a hard ass beat. But if I want to go number 1 and we got the number 1 hitters, what I'm gonna just do is go DJ Khaled to make it. Because I know it's gonna go number 1.
God, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
DJ Khaled.
I know it's gonna go number 1. So.
We the best. All right. I'll actually steal Nick's question. Let me get these topics real quick. What's a positive and what's a negative about the RBA music?
Positive and a negative about the
You can
R&B.
be as as you want. You can be. You can start with the good thing. That's what everybody usually does. So that way you kiss up the niggas and then right behind.
Look, I'm gonna break it down. The good thing is we starting to get noticed. Everybody's starting to get noticed. Everybody's starting to like Richmond has always been behind the scenes. Like you even look up all the way back to the 90s where artists get noticed and stuff. Richmond has always been in the scene in the background. People go, oh, I didn't know that was in Richmond. Oh, like even Tupac didn't talk about Richmond before. Like I done seen so many things about Richmond. It's just a lot of people don't. It's not on the mainstream. You know what I'm saying? But it's been historical shit like. Musically, this happened here and in Virginia, period.
Historic.
With music.
Yeah.
But I just feel like we're not mainstream, and so I feel like we're starting to get the credit, and we're starting to get noticed. Richmond, DMV, or just the whole, like, just Virginia, just period. I feel like we starting to get noticed, but I'm about to get into the downside.
All right, let's get to it. Go ahead.
So the downsides is, let's start it off. Everybody think they famous here. Everybody think they famous here, whether they actually is famous or whether they're not famous. Everybody think they famous. Hood famous or not, you know what I'm saying? So like they you know, it'd be a local artist and you be like, oh, I like your music. Y'all got the same, or he might even have less than you, less followers than you, or something like that. Or you don't got as much going on, don't got many views, the same amount of views as you, or y'all got the same views. And he'll sit there and tell you like, oh, same views or more views, I'm cool with it, but like no views or not doing nothing. He'll sit there and be like, oh, I charge a band, I charge $1,000 for a feature. I charge $500. I'm like, bro, you low. Like, no, not trying to diss or nothing, but come on. Like, I'm gonna pay you this $1,000, and where the hell is this gonna get me with the music, honestly? You know what I'm saying? I mean, this song would have to be one of those ones, like I told you, every now and then you get that one artist that pop with that song once a year or maybe twice a year.
That's unknown.
That's unknown.
Yeah.
So who's to say if I pay you this money and why do you? And why would I pay you that? And then the ones that ain't done what you done or put the work in that you put in, it's almost disrespectful because it's be like, man, I thought you was cool. In fact, I should be charging you. But I mean, it's people in the city that didn't make their name. So I'm gonna go back to the good sides. People in the city that didn't name their name and had, you know, done stuff and got songs with people and all that type of stuff. So, you know, I understand them want to charge for features, but like I'm just talking about the regular Joe Schmo thinking that he, you know, the shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, stop it, man. So, you know, you gotta stay grounded. Like, man, you can't be sitting there trying to charge somebody $500 or $1,000 for a song and you ain't even got 1,000 views. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or 500 views. Like, come on, bro, you got it.
But bro, come on, bro.
And I'm telling you, that's the thing, and I feel like that's the biggest setback. I feel like everybody could laugh. Like, I guarantee you, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that everybody don't pay, but I guarantee you when you go to like Atlanta or go to them prominent cities, Texas and stuff, everybody's not paying thousands and thousands of dollars for features. You from the city, I'm gonna show love. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that, and I feel like everybody think they so big, we can't come together and really put Richmond on the map. And I think that's the biggest thing. And everybody want to shit on everybody. Everybody think they bigger. Everybody think they got more. Everybody think they got more money, or everybody think that they bigger than the next person. Yeah. That's how the artists think. That's how Richmond is. That's just how it is. Everybody think they shitting on the next person. Oh, I'm doing this better than the next person. That's just how it is in Richmond. No,
Yeah, top. Right, yeah. Back to you, Johnny, with sports. Right, yeah. Y'all want to get these topics real quick?
Yeah.
All right. We'll start off with your boy Nick, Mr. Durant. He's not going to damn place. He's staying in Brooklyn at least for the foreseeable future. How you feeling?
What's today? August 25th?
Yes, sir.
The Brooklyn Nets will be in the finals next year. They will be in the finals next year. Book that right there.
All right.
August 25th, 10:15.
Well, shit, you got the episode, so now we know. Right, yeah, I'll come back to this.
He said for some money.
Right, not going too far. It ain't going too far. Right. You ain't putting a tear of gas. Let me get one on up. But yeah, so that's how you feeling.
Be in the finals next year.
Your boy Ben Simmons playing? He's suiting up?
He said, God.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
So they have KD, you got my boy KD, and they got my guy Kyrie.
That's all y'all need.
You know, so for all who think the Celtics will be back, that's not happening. The Heat, I don't know.
Chill.
The Sixers.
Y'all just don't quit. Right, yeah. Yeah, y'all never like playing with y'all original team, right?
Man, all we need is one more piece.
Y'all do that every year, right? Yeah, I didn't get
And
to
all the Depot.
Yeah,
Bro,
right.
everybody say that shit, bro.
Right. Keezy,
Depot coming
you going
back
for
too.
anybody this year? Nah, you ain't worried about it.
I ain't worried about
We,
it.
you know, you like me and Al, we ball in real life. Yeah.
Yeah.
We hook niggas up in real life, yeah. All off the court, right, yeah. Right, right, the wood dog, right. The joke that don't go in the venom and shit, yeah. This dog nigga, right,
Me and Nick bust their ass on the regular.
Oh,
tighten up.
What is it? 6-0?
Yeah, only.
I don't know.
No, 7-0. It's one.
We were talking about money.
Yeah.
Only broke niggas. Oh, boy, you go. Here's some gas money, nigga. Yeah, go play ball like this. Go play for ball, my nigga. There you go. Yeah. So sometimes you gotta ace, you know what I mean? Pay the fool niggas, you know what I mean? Right. Yeah. So,
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
I don't know. Keezy, you familiar with Andrew Tate? The high value. All right, cool. So we can talk about it because you know niggas always go.
I believe it. Yeah.
So obviously y'all know.
I've been waiting to express my
Cool.
thoughts.
We'll start right with you then. He got canceled obviously from Instagram and TikTok and pretty much everything. So how you feeling? Why they canceling my boy Top G?
Top G, man.
Top G.
You know.
And say what you
And
want.
is he really that controversial? Do you think he's
804
really that bad?
podcast.
No, he's not controversial at all. The only person he's controversial to is fake feminists and people who don't read in between the lines and don't take accountability. I mean,
That A word.
I've asked multiple people who don't like him or don't like listening to him. I say, give me 3 things that he said that you don't like. They can't do it, or they'll say something. There was a clip of a 15-second, 10-second clip of him saying something, but they're not hearing the whole video.
I missed the part, but that's my problem.
Right, yeah. But that's what
You
they
feel
do.
me? Like, they don't want to see the whole video. But everything he say, you know, not every. Well, I don't want to say everything, but majority of the stuff that he say, I agree with. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, all he's just trying to do is just bring back morals.
Right, traditional values.
Traditional values. You know what I'm saying? I don't see what's so
High
wrong
value
about
man.
that.
Yeah, no.
You're right. Nick, you got a take. Well, we can go round table. How you feel about my man Top G?
No, I don't really got much to say because I didn't listen to bro like that.
I mean, I guess from the clips, and, which is tough because, like Keezy just explained, that's what people go off of. But just the fact of canceling, you know, a figure like that.
I'm surprised they got him on everything.
And ironically, too, if I'm not mistaken, I don't even think he has like a TikTok or whatever. It's just a hashtag. Andrew Tate
So
has all them clips, so he doesn't even have a profile. They just don't want him. I guess they just don't want people even sharing those clips per se.
So what I was told is he had like, you know how they have like these discords where if you want to earn such and such.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
no,
I heard
class.
too.
Yeah.
So I heard that too.
When they join this Discord, you get access to these videos and stuff.
And people are
And
posting
then
these
every
videos.
time you repost and upload the videos, I believe you get paid some percentage.
Yeah, that's why they were saying he beat the algorithm or some shit like
He beat
that.
it because everybody's making.
And he's not doing it.
He's not doing it.
That's tough.
Everybody who's in his Discord is making the videos, and then on top of that, you got the people, feminists, and all them people who hate
Reposting
him.
that shit
So they
too.
like, can you believe that he said that? And then all they're doing is just making
So it
him
sounds
more
like
relevant.
it's y'all niggas' fault. That's crazy.
Because every time he brings up morals or brings up something dealing with how things have been for thousands of years,
Right. We don't get those clips.
they get offended by it. You say, oh well, you know, for thousands of years, man and woman, you know, been together, They be like, oh, you know, they want to argue every single time. They want to go against Tate.
Things are changing.
It's just ridiculous, man.
You guys
This whole thing is just, man, free the top.
But yeah, that's crazy though. Somebody getting canceled that don't even have the account. I ain't never heard that.
They deleted all the videos, all of the accounts that were made. They deleted the accounts. They deleted his Instagram. And it's funny.
I'm not that to cut you off. Can you still go to the class? I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah, you can join the class
Yeah,
and shit like that. But
still-
social media, he's kicked off all the way.
You know what? Probably once you like hashtag and you take they probably get you up out of it.
So technically, could someone repost a video
Probably
of him?
not after.
You
The
can.
algorithm's gonna pick up on it.
Oh yeah.
Or it's just gonna hit nothing.
Yeah, so
It's
you'll
gonna
post
views.
it, and then let's say days later, it probably get deleted.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Same thing like YouTube strike and shit.
Right, yeah, true.
But if you really like put it in perspective, you know, I don't like sometimes the way people get. I feel like the reason why people get offended because he's harsh, he's blunt, what he says.
His delivery.
You're right.
But if you're worth 350 to 500 million, and you're, you know what I'm saying, I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, you're rich.
Talk
you
your
got,
shit.
you know, workout, fitness, You got your whole thing.
We all know what comes with that.
You're a high value.
Man,
basically.
yeah.
Quote,
So,
quote.
how would you talk or how would you act? You know what I'm saying? People say things that they don't like about him, but in reality, just like he got canceled, he got deleted. None of this matters to him. He still is damn near billionaire. I mean, honestly, if you had that much money and they deleted all your social media, would you really care?
You're canceled. You're done. You're out of here, girl.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. On the bitch, yeah, like, I'm sorry, yeah. I'm sorry, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm sorry.
And that's how quickly, like, this nigga's a nobody, right? That's how quickly niggas change.
Exactly.
Right, you just think about it,
Like,
you change like that. So.
And people do that for 500,000. So can you imagine if somebody with $500 million, how they were talking, how they would act? I mean, you have some type of authority. You have some type of like leadership.
People are listening to you.
Apparently.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, and you literally can do whatever you want.
I have something to say, though.
Go ahead.
I say this. I feel as though the truth can come from anywhere. The thing is, there's so much noise, and as humans, and there's so much noise in today's society, and really on Earth, since the beginning of time, it's sometimes hard to decipher, or it's a lot of, usually it's not always about what is said, sometimes it's about how it's said. So like people are looking at like, okay, who said it, how is it said, all these kind of things. But yet the truth can come from anyone. Someone you don't like could say the truth. The sky's blue. Ah, fuck them. No, the sky's green. Yeah. It's like, okay, no, nigga, like the sky is blue. Like, yeah, like let's not, you know, like, but you know, that's just my take on it. I think sometimes it's how it's said, or maybe like they could say the truth in one aspect and maybe not be correct in everything that they said. But I think sometimes a lot of things get distorted where it's like, okay, delivery, feelings.
Because he's so blunt.
Yeah.
Like
how it's said, yeah.
One time I think he said women can't drive. I mean, we all know that. But it's like, of course, it's like, all right. Like,
and maybe I'm sure he's probably saying like if there's a statistic, like he's just saying like there's a statistic probably that shows that women
they get more car accidents than
saying all that, right? He just
there was one that he said where he was talking about like where he was like, okay, I'd rather have a man in a high stress situation than a woman. Where he was like, okay, let's say if you were in a plane and it was going down or whatever, or like, you know, you needed the pilot to save you. Would you rather have that pilot be a man or a woman? And then, like, you know, they went around the table, and then he was kind of, I'd rather have a man, because a man is more, you know, like, in a high stress, everything's going on situation, you know, life or death, he's going to react better or whatnot. Whereas a woman, oh my gosh, where's the man? So it's not like, or maybe not that deep, but he was kind of like.
Also, he knows his audience.
That's true, though. I mean, I agree with him.
When you kind of,
Because look at it like this. Everybody has their roles. So women just want to be treated equally, of course, but you got to realize that everybody has, whether they like it or not, everybody has a gender role. Because I can tell you right now, I might say I want my pilot to be a male or a man or whatever, but I can tell you right now, I don't want all men nurses. Like if I'm sick, I'm in the hospital, I don't want a man nurse.
I should see some type of some type of
like I gotta get in the gown. I don't want to be doing all that.
No, it's fine, bro.
Like let's say you got in a bad, God forbid, but let's say somebody, you know, one of y'all got in the back, or I got in a bad car accident. I wouldn't want a man changing me and wiping me and doing all that shit. Like that's weird. Like I would want a woman. That's I would want a woman to take care
physical.
of me. You feel me?
Yeah, when you get your physical. Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah, when you get your physical, you want to.
I was young. Yeah.
They asked you, right? Would you like Dr. Kabaki to do it, or would you like Mrs. Like?
Yeah, I'll take like Mrs. Alex for 500. Yeah.
You feel me? So that's why it's just like, I mean, and that's clear examples of people have their roles, people have preferences.
Another thing that they say is like, you know, and let's just say the red pill manosphere and whatnot, is like they say like when it gets closer and closer to survival and stuff, people revert back to their like, when it's life or death. When we get to like, okay, balls to the wall, okay, fuck all that. I want to be equal, I feel this, I feel that. When it when shit really matters, when shit really is like when you're working with what you got.
Yeah.
Niggas do go to like, okay, like, because it's not about
values, those survival, those human instincts.
Right, like, what are we hardwired? What were we made to do? Like, like, and honestly, that goes for everything. Like, it's instincts. It's instinctual. You can't lie about it, or you can lie about it because you can say whatever you like. But if someone comes in here and does something, then okay, we'll see what happens. Yeah, like
people lie about it because they just want to make sure they want to make it like everybody got to have equality.
Doesn't
Everybody
matter.
have equality. In fact, I don't think it's equal with men and women. I think women have more rights than men. That's another topic right there, though.
Sure. I think there's just pros and cons on each side.
It's pros and cons, of course.
And I'm sure if niggas were to draw up a list, I always tell this to my hypothetical friend, we'd be here all day.
Yeah.
But y'all got this, but we got that, but y'all got it. So it will be here all day.
But it's an equal but different. Like, their roles. Everyone's got a role, and everyone understands. Well,
like marriage, like that's like one of the biggest things.
And that's one of his main things. Well, actually, I don't even.
That's one of his main.
I mean, he does.
Women are.
Oh yeah.
They have the advantage in all marriage around
most
places.
I think if it's like
Western society.
Yeah, typically. I think I have heard that. Yeah. So it's.
I mean, you get married to somebody and then.
That's a contract.
5 years later, and you
financial contract.
You have a kid. Y'all built this. Y'all got the mansion. Y'all both working, or you making enough where she can stay home, and then after that, you like
marital funds,
spousal support.
Alimony.
That Dr. Dre special.
Whatever you had in the savings, all that goes to her. Plus, you gotta pay. Then you lose your house. Then you lose everything.
Yeah.
And there's so many more things, but like you said, everybody got their pros and cons. There's stuff that men get away with.
That's true.
Women get away with a lot of stuff too, like. Looking good, privilege, and all different type of stuff too. So it just, like you said, we could create a list and be here all day.
But it's and then I'll say my take on Tate. Another thing too, like Keezy said, it's all from his perspective. And if you really watch his stuff, he'll even say, from my perspective, or that's what I think, or that's what I would do, or that's what he's coming from his standard. Another thing the academic says is he'll bring it down to niggas, bro. Like you just said, this nigga's worth like millions, billions of dollars. That's not the average nigga.
Yeah.
He's talking about his class, not us. That 2%, 5%. He's not talking about the 9 nigga that. Ooh, he's like, no, he's not talking about y'all. He's talking about him and his people and how they operate. So that's a very small percentage of mankind. We can talk about the women's side of that too, but nevertheless, that's that. And if I'm not mistaken, when I found this fact out, my whole perspective changed. This nigga's not in the U.S.
No.
He lives overseas.
Yeah, he lives in Romania.
Now it all makes sense why he doesn't give a fuck. That's like maybe you say with the whole canceling thing. You're canceled. Yeah, I'm across the fucking And once again, too, he lives in a different country. You have different laws, different women laws.
Mansion.
Lets you do what you think about. Different country lets you do what the fuck you want. So of course he's gonna have these radical ass views. Like he lives somewhere. So it's not like he's So that once I learned that, I was like, oh yeah. He doesn't have to
You see what the US is doing. Yeah.
I can just go on here.
Yeah.
Allegedly not. Right, So
not anymore.
But that was a good ass conversation. I'm glad we got to dive into that because usually niggas don't want to, you know what I mean? I got the old lady at home. It's like,
did y'all know he was black?
Who?
Not black.
Who?
Yeah, he's
I'm not
black.
surprised. What else we need to do?
His dad black.
Like,
chess
saw a picture of him?
players.
Like a black karate.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
chess
player. Yeah. That's
They used to work for the CIA.
Kickboxing and all that shit. Top G. But that's all I got. I guess we can get these shoutouts and we can get up out of here. I'll start it off. Nothing much. Obviously, shout out to Keezy for coming through.
Thank you.
Right. Nice for LC Bird reunion. You know
Yeah.
We faces for real.
Yeah.
Shout out to J1D1 Films. He's been working hard. My boy Al been working hard. Been doing a lot. Shout out to Nick and the projects that we're working on. And other than that, I think that's about it. Shout out to Johnny. Shout out to HB. Shout out to Randy Wilson for last week.
Oh yeah, thank you, my good sir.
Yeah. But yeah, we can go ahead and start on. Do your thing. Or not today.
If y'all have been sitting at home all of this time, y'all need to bring that right over. Y'all need to bring that right over to us at Fiscal Fitness Tax and Financial Services. That is Fiscal Fitness.
Oh, you know that ain't changed. Right? You know that ain't changed. We probably gonna guess that know what time it is. You know what time it is.
Y'all been sitting at home.
That ain't changed.
You've been chilling. You've been relaxing. You started your business. You got a little bit of profit with your business. You need to come on and bring your taxes. For the business, for the individual, your kids' taxes, your kids going to school,
all that.
Yeah, your OnlyFans, whatever money you make, bring it up. Yeah, because we got to all of that shit. Every single 1090.
And your dad is going. Your dad's gonna handle it like that.
I know a little thing too. But y'all.
And where is that at?
I got you. 2650 Hall Street Road. That is 2650 Hall Street Road, y'all. It is at the intersection of Hall and Midlothian where it splits off. Right around Southside Plaza, y'all. Right across from the Sitco.
You be in this?
Yeah, sometimes I be in there. I be doing my thing. So, I do y'all taxes. You know what I mean? Do a little something. Y'all, for real, y'all are starting a business that's really, really big right now. Y'all definitely want to get your stuff in order. But y'all can send y'all business stuff over to us. Your profit and loss statements. Track your stuff. Have a separate account. But yeah, he's been doing taxes over 30 years. He got a book out, The Intangibles of Business Success. It's a good read. That's $20. I can get you a signed copy. So yeah, y'all hit me up. The number is 804-321-5766. That's 804-321-5766. Love y'all. Keezy, thank you for coming on.
Thank y'all for having me.
Facts. Love your mom, love your Ariel. Yeah, that's all I got.
So before I get into my shout outs, HB, the summer is ending, still 6-0. So
it sounds like y'all want to play next week. That's what it sounded like. That's what it sounded like. Because we hearing all the smoke. That's
That was free.
okay. All right, we'll see how free they are then. That's fine. I'm liking all that. Because then the type of nigga, hey, y'all trying to go over there? I got schoolwork. Nigga, you 35.
I gotta do my taxes,
Okay, yes, sir. All right. Alex is doing my taxes.
Alex doing my taxes. While he's balling? Hold on, y'all, real quick.
No problem, nigga. That sounded like a day needs to be set up there. Some hard work days. Sunday, Monday, we can do something. We can definitely do something. Not Monday. Al, we know you know what I mean, right? With the OnlyFans, really everywhere, but last time we went to the Fairfield.
We can't let them know whether they try to catch us out there. Yeah, nah, I'm.
Well, we got you.
Oh yeah.
Right, we good. We straight. Right.
Top A.
Top A. What else you got for us, Dick? Besides the smoke, right?
Still, I always got smoke, but
I appreciate it. Right.
But still filming. Last week I took the week off, but still we're going back strong.
Yes, sir.
Facts.
Been filming. Damn.
Honestly, I forgot too. Yeah.
Telling my mom this, we spent filming at work. But this project means a lot to me. Gotten a lot of positive feedback from people that we interviewed, and just.
Got any haters?
Of course.
Word?
Yeah. About to talk.
I just gotta scratch my back. Yeah.
I would love to see your alibi for that. I wasn't even there.
Take the video out now. Yeah, like we got that recorded. Yeah.
That's all you got for us, Nick.
Yeah, shout Carl.
Big Carl.
For sure. Keezy, you got anything for us? Any shout-outs, any dates, any announcements?
Shout out to y'all for having me.
Oh, thank you.
Shout out to
Don't have nobody mad just because you ain't shouting out now. Right, yeah, ain't that time.
That's what I'm trying to think. Like, I'm trying to make sure. Nah, shout out to that. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting the movement and everything like that. Shout out to my engineer, Don. Shout out to my producer, Haliah. My main producer, Haliah. Yeah. Shout out to me. But yeah.
Alright, Nick, you can go ahead and take us out then.
All right, again, shout out Keezy for coming.
Thank you, my guy.
Appreciate you. I'm Nick.
Justin.
Alex.
This is the Weekend Party.
And don't talk to you. Right, right. About it now.